Hello, everybody. Hello, and welcome back into Mama Angel's kitchen. And this afternoon, we're going to be making corned beef and cabbage in honor of St. Patty's Day, which is coming up just in maybe a week and a half, I think. Very soon, it's coming up. So I thought, let's go ahead and show you how I do my corned beef and cabbage. May veer off a little bit from the traditional path, but it's gonna be delicious, okay? It's gonna be good, y'all. Let's go right into these ingredients that we're gonna be using. I found the most beautiful, I forgot to look at the pound, but this is my corned beef brisket. And normally you find these things, 5-pounders, they're big. I think this is maybe a pound, 2 pounds tops. Actually, I still have my paper that it came out of. Well, it is 1.8 pounds. So not quite 2 pounds, but almost a 2-pounder. All right. And, as you guys know, I cook for 2 people. So this is perfect, absolutely perfect for us. So we've got the corned beef, and let's just go with the veggies that we're going to need to season up this corned beef. Okay. I've got carrots, red and green bell pepper. I've got a little jalapeno here I've diced up. And then I've got 2 medium garlic cloves. Okay, I've got those all chopped up, and I'll show you what we're going to do with that when we get there. And this is the packet that comes out of the corned beef. Okay, I will use about half of this packet. I won't use it all because I like using my own seasoning. Okay, then of course we're going to need a beautiful head of cabbage. This is one, I'm going to call him medium. I don't really think he's small. I think he's medium. Okay. And then I've got 3 cups of beef broth. And later on in the game, we are going to be doing, I've got 3, let's see here. Right here are 6 medium size, carrots, 6 of those. I've got 3 medium-sized russet potatoes, and I've got 1 large Valdelia onion. I'm only going to use half of that, but I'll show you later in the cooking process what we're going to do with that. And then the spices we're going to use today to season up this brisket, and this is probably where I kind of veer off a little bit more from the traditional, is down in here. And these spices will be in the description box below. But this is a teaspoon of brown sugar, sazon, garlic and onion powder, brown sugar, maybe a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and pepper, and then I've got another teaspoon of the chipotle pepper, chipotle ground pepper, and that's going to spice everything up for us, okay? So what I'm going to do here now is go ahead and get these seasonings mixed up and get this brisket seasoned and set him aside for just a moment while I get my Dutch oven hot. And then we're going to sear this brisket. Again, probably not traditional. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that does it that way. It's, I just believe in getting a little bit of color on my meat, especially something that's going to sit and braise for quite some time, This is going to braise in that beef broth for 2 to 3 hours until it's nice and tender. So I just believe I get a little bit more flavor if I brown it first and get a little bit of color on it. All right. Okay, guys, that's it. Just get him seasoned up on all sides, patting that seasoning in there. And I did trim off some of the fat. There was quite a bit of fat here. And I did trim some of that off, okay? But you don't want to trim. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get this brisket going. I've got a good tablespoon of vegetable oil down in the bottom of my Dutch oven here. And it's just enough to cover the bottom. That's it, okay? It's not, let me see, give you a look, see here. See, it's not swimming in it. I hope you can see that. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and drop my brisket down in there. And it doesn't matter really which end goes first. There's no presentation. All right, let's give it a flip and see what we're working with here. And the key here, guys, you put it in there and you don't disturb it. Look at that, baby. Look at that. Beautiful. All right, let's do the same thing over here. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. That's going to go another 3 to 5 minutes on this side. All right, I'll be back. Oh, man, that is just... That side again. Beautiful. Look at it. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm going to get all sides here. Let's just hold this up here. Okay, guys, I've got the meat out. And I poured off... Let me grab a knife. I poured off most of that oil because I want to add some butter. And not a whole lot. You know, a nice little knob like that. It's not thick. It's probably about a teaspoon. Now I'll just add it in there with all those bits that's down in there. And then we're going to add our veggies and get those babies sauteed up. Okay? Let's go right in with every bit of those veggies. Oh, smells so good, guys. I just love. Oh, sorry about that. I'm throwing my plate in the sink. I just love onions, peppers, garlic being sauteed. Let me turn this fire down some. My eye was oven, and I'm going to lay the meat right on top of that, just like that. Okay, and then we're going to go in with this beautiful, beautiful broth. I'm going to go along the sides here. Not that I'm really worried about taking off seasoning from it. I'm not. But I don't really want to, I don't want a whole bunch of juice. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stop right there. As you can tell, it's not submerged 100%. Well, it's just a little bit. Let's go ahead and with that. There we go. It's not 100% submerged, and I'm okay with that. I don't really want it 100% submerged in there, just because I don't want a whole bunch of water. Some of this will cook out and cook down to a beautiful juice. And then, you know, we're gonna add our veggies to this. So, all right, sorry guys, I got a little bit ahead of myself. I do wanna put in about half of this little packet here. And you know, I don't know what seasonings are in here. I'm gonna have to Google this. I've never known exactly what's in here. I'm pretty sure there's some mustard seed and, you know, dried oregano and dried spices and things like that. But I'm gonna have to Google this to find out, you know, exactly what's in here. But I never use the whole packet, okay? I never, ever use the whole packet. I always use my own seasoning, and so, you know, and I love it. It tastes good, so I don't know if I'm loving their spice or if I'm just loving mine. I'm just not sure. Hey guys, it has come to a rolling boil. I've turned it down to low, and I just want to show you a little trick that I love doing. I take some of those veggies and I just lay them right on top of this meat, okay? Leave it undisturbed, and then I'll go ahead and put my lid on and leave it alone. I won't peek in here for another hour at least, okay? All right, guys, see you in a couple of hours. Okay, guys, we are 2.5 hours in. And this is what we're looking like. Let's go ahead and put a fork down in there. He is fork tender. This is what he's cooked down to. And he's beautiful. It smells so good. I've tasted the broth. The broth is delicious. Okay, here's what we're gonna do next. We're gonna take those potatoes, and I just cut the potatoes up, and they're in chunks like this, okay? We're going in with the potatoes, right on in there, okay? Did the same thing with the carrots. Now, I did end up only using 4 of the carrots, and I've got them chunked up pretty big, just like this also. Okay, in with the carrots. In with the carrots. And that onion I told you about, I cut up half of that big onion, and I got them in big pieces like this. And then I had a little bit of that red and green bell pepper left, and so I just chunked it up, just like this also. Right in there they go, okay? All right. Hey guys, it has been 20 minutes. So we are actually 2 hours and 20 minutes in. And I'm gonna go ahead and take this meat out because the meat is done. Okay, it is perfectly tender. It is done. So it's gonna go right here on this plate. Oh, it's beautiful. I'm gonna cover it up with aluminum foil and keep it warm. And I'm gonna crank this fire up and keep the lid off, bring this up to a boil. So I wanna start reducing some of this liquid because our cabbage is gonna go right in here and it's gonna cook with those veggies while those veggies finish cooking, okay? So I got our meat all nestled in here, covered up with aluminum foil. All right, guys, it's cabbage time. I still got this at a nice rolling boil, but I don't want to overcook my veggies here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that cabbage in there. And, oh boy, this is so good. And I just chop the cabbage up. Okay, it's in chunks like this. Up in there, push some of that cabbage down to the bottom. Bring some of those potatoes and carrots to the top. All right, guys, here we go. It is done. It is delicious. Now, what I'm gonna do is take this meat and turn this off. It's done. And I want to nestle that meat right down in there, just like this. That is my corned beef and cabbage. Okay? I think I'm gonna go ahead and get me a thumbnail of this right here. I'm gonna make a plate and we're gonna give this a try. All right, guys, here we go. Here we go. It is done. It's ready. It is fantastic. Look at this. Ooh, this plate is hot too. It's hot. It just came out. So we definitely went 3.5 hours, okay? Look at that. Look at that corned beef right there. The cabbage with the potatoes, some carrots. That's it right there. If you're looking for something to make for St. Patrick's Day, Mama Angel got you. I got you right here. Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna give this a try. Here I am making a mess already. We're gonna give this a try. Let's go ahead and start with the star, as usual. As usual, it's tender. Man, oh man, it is falling apart tender. All right, guys, let's get you close up of this baby. Oh, look at that. Give that a try. Oh yeah, you gotta focus. Gotta focus. Okay, here we go. Oh my word, guys. I used a knife. You don't need it. Look at this. Look how this just comes apart. Look at that. This is so tender, so fall apart, just melt in your mouth. You hear me? Look at that. Just melt in your mouth. We're gonna do that again. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If you are a corned beef fan, make this one. Just like I did it. That flavor is crazy good. You hear me? Crazy good. I know this cabbage is hot. Oh my word. Tender. I mean literally melting in my mouth. Come on, look at that cabbage. Look at that. And it just picks up the flavor. I've been tasting this cabbage, so I know what it tastes like. It has been picking up, it picked up all the flavor of this meat and the juices from the meat. It just picked it all up. It's hot. Like carrots. We love cooked carrots here. Beautiful potato. This is a winner, y'all. This is a winner. We'll wait on that potato because it's hot and I don't want to burn my mouth. I'm gonna go ahead and close out this video. Guys, if you like this one, come on, give Mama Angel a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, come on, subscribe and join the family. And when you subscribe, remember to hit that notification bell so you are notified every time I upload one of these amazing videos. I love you guys. You have an amazing night and stay prayed up. See you next time in my next video. Good night.